Government is moving to establish a third major secondary educational institute with the expansion of the Bogors Bay Technical Institute. Education Minister Myron Walwyn made this disclosure at government's first community meetings dubbed On the Road in the 1st District at the Abraham Leonard Community Center in Carrot Bay.
Wherever you go throughout these Virgin Islands, you have immense difficulties finding a local tailor, a local stylist, carpenter, skilled laborer, or technician. It was those very jobs decades ago that allowed families to move into the middle class, provide parents with funds to send their children to college, and help to establish viable businesses that today still serve our communities by providing jobs and are sources of substantial income for Virgin Islanders. The expansion of the Bogors Bay School as a third major high school in the Virgin Islands will provide young people with particular interest in trade the opportunity to focus on those areas and give them a shot at capitalizing on those opportunities. We have got to get out of the mindset that certain jobs are beneath some of us. We have many young people that are literally on the blocks and not in any sort of job. Many of them want to work, but the reality is that they lack the skills to be successful in the jobs. A technical school can provide additional opportunities for those same young people to become gainfully employed and on their way to becoming productive members of society. Cabinet recently approved the contractor recommended by the Central Tender Board for the work at the Bogors Bay School, and work is to commence in a few short weeks.
Minister Walwyn underscored the need to enhance the profile of technical and vocational training and the quality of education in the territory altogether to better prepare the youth to absorb lucrative careers and jobs.
For many years, we have allowed lucrative careers in trade and technical skills to go to work permit holders, while youth unemployment skyrockets throughout our communities. Government did a good thing by establishing the technical school in Bogors Bay, but somewhere along the line, that school was turned into a vestibule for students that challenged our typical way of teaching. For students who did not fit into the box of what a learned primary or secondary school student looked like, we simply sent them to Bogors Bay. We did technical education a disservice, and more importantly, we failed in preparing those students to have their chance to make a contribution to our society.
The introduction of new passing criteria and mandatory Caribbean Examination Council's exams for secondary schools, Walwyn said, will seek to maintain a high standard in the education system. He said lowering the bar for students would have long-term repercussions.
Many of our students are having difficulties adjusting to academic standards in higher education and comprehension of transferable skills. That is why the new requirement is for students to attain at least a 4.5 grade point average on a scale of 10 for passing grades. The percentage requirement for letter grades has also been increased by 5%. We cannot lower the bar for our students. It is an injustice to them, and we are simply setting this country up for failure if we do not prepare our young people for the real world. All students entering fifth form from September 2013 will be required to sit a minimum of 5 CXC exams in addition to their National School Leaving Examination. A minimum of 5 CXC passes will be required for a student to be eligible for a government-sponsored scholarship to study abroad. All throughout the world, colleges, universities, and employers are now requesting a certain number of CXC passes from our young people. This regional certification signifies that our education system provides a comprehensive experience for our students and challenges them to the international standards. These exams also add another layer of transparency and credibility to our education system.